nothing serious. I'm like, why would you want to hit me? That's feminine energy. You're a boy. I'm a girl. Like, those are literally the words that I said.
Demons are
really
real.
Punched me in my shit.
Whoa, I am so sorry that happened to you. NYC is out of control. What the heck is going on? A city that everyone wants to see? It's turning into a complete nightmare. And honestly, it's all over right now. Girls, people, get yourselves something for your protection, like legit. Find out what is legal in your states, okay? Stay safe. Again, I'm so sorry that happened to you. Mwah.
Hey, this is Raulh. Please act right. Now, I don't condone violence, and I'm sorry that this happened to the young lady too. But somehow, I think she's playing the innocent, sweet little girl who did nothing wrong in the way she spoke back to him that triggered the end result. And yes, you should carry something to protect yourself, but you also should know when to close your mouth and get the hell out of Dodge when you're in a situation like that. Now let's see the entire video, and you tell me if you think she's downplaying how she interacted with this guy. But before we do, a word from our sponsor. If you started to notice an increase in the appearance of wrinkles, fine lines, bags under your eyes, or other usual signs of aging, it might be more than just stress from the new year. Your collagen levels may be low. As you've gotten older, you may have also found that your nails are more brittle and your skin is not as strong, which can all be related to declining collagen production. I'm impressed because in just a week of taking this premium collagen powder, I've noticed a significant reduction in the appearance of wrinkles and fine lines. My skin has once again regained its youthful glow, hydration, and elasticity. I want you to try it as well and experience the amazing effects it had on me. Get a bag today for 51% off, plus receive several free bonuses before their New Year's sales end by going to healthactright.com. That's healthactright.com, and get ready to look your best this new year.
NYC is not safe. A random grown man just punched me in my face.
He's trying to talk to me. He was on my ass. He literally speeds up from behind me just to walk slow in front of me. And I'm tall, so I stride when I walk. So he steps on my feet from the front. And he literally turns around and says to me, "Don't step on my feet." Y'all, I'm eating a burger, walking, and I stop eating my burger like, what? Sir, you literally just walked from behind me to come in front of me to tell me don't stop. Just telling me how he beat up like me, don't do it again. And I'm smiling like I'm eating my burger. I didn't think nothing serious. I'm like, why would you want to hit me? That's feminine energy. You're a boy. I'm a girl. Like, those are literally the words that I said. And then he goes and literally walks up to the guy that was like literally 10 footsteps away. And he's like, yo, bro, this your... And then he says, no, and he comes back to me. He's just like, yeah, call me feminine again. And I'm like, it is kind of feminine that you want to hit me.
Demons are
really
real.
Punched me in my shit.
Okay, so let me see if we got this right. A crazy lunatic came up from behind you, walked in front of you, and slowed down so you would step on his feet, and then told you that he punches women in the face, and you decided to have a conversation with him. Then he tells you you better not do it again, and instead of you getting out of there by crossing the street or something, you stood there while he walked over to another man that you said was literally 10 feet away and asked him, did you belong to him? The guy said no, so the lunatic comes back over to you and you call him feminine acting the second time. Then he bruised your lip and you have the nerve to be surprised. Now once again, I don't condone violence, but I don't think it went down the way she's telling it to us in this video. I get the feeling she was mouthing off with this guy, going back and forth with him, and finally he did to her what he said he was gonna do to her. So, for all of y'all who've been watching my channel for a while, you know me. I found her TikTok page.
How come it's always, oh my God, you're so tall? Were you always this tall? Do you play basketball?
Oh, so she's tall. So that means she can either look eye to eye with a man or she can look down at him. That might give her the courage to flip off at the mouth.
The army is made for sheep. You gotta be a yes man and yes. That's not me. Like, yeah, I'll do what you say, but you need to have respect when you're talking to me. But if you being sassy and trying to I'm gonna let you know, excuse me, but I'm an adult. You don't talk to me that way. I'm not your child. Have respect when you speak to me. And people don't like that. One thing about me, I curse people out without cursing them I respectfully do it, and there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it.
Now, I'm down with her when it comes down to being spoken to with respect when you're an adult. And we see that she's in the Army. But here's the thing. Being in the Army and speaking your piece is one thing. Because if somebody puts their hands on you in the military, they're going to have to face some consequences. But out here in these streets, it's a whole nother ballgame. What did she say at the end? I can respectfully curse you out, and there's nothing you can do about it? Or wanna bet? Because they can in these streets. But I think she knows that now.
Smack the shit out of everybody. 2023. Me for president. Look, I'm ready for Congress. I have the outfit on and everything.
So for those of you all that are not familiar with that bottle that she has in her hand, that's what we call Mad Dog 2020. That's that cheap liquor that'll get you up, or so I've heard. Wait a minute. While you guys were checking out her her body, I'm checking out that bottle in her hand. There she is again with the Mad Dog 2020. Or like we used to call it, liquid courage. That's the drink that'll have you flipping off at the gums when you really need to be quiet. I wonder if she was sipping on a little bit of that Mad Dog 2020 the day the incident occurred.
So then he started raising his voice at me. So I really had to look him in his eyes and ask him, who the are you talking to? And I'm gonna be real, I'm not really talking about nothing. I just want y'all to see how bomb I look. Take it in and enjoy.
Well, thank you so much for allowing us to take a peek at how much of the bomb you look. And for letting us know that you'll tell a guy who the you think you talking to. Seems to me like somebody not only has big lips on her, but she has big words coming out of them lips too. Do you think there's a possibility she was talking to that dude the same way that day of the incident? Now, this next video is something she posted after the encounter.
I could tell a lot by the first 5 words that the person says. So, if somebody says something and blurts out something, it says a lot about you. It's like, what did you say? What did you just say? How did you say it? Did you mean it?
He said that he punches bees in the face like you, and he meant it. But for some reason, you doubted him.
Did it make sense? What you said, is there something you could have kept inside? Like, these are things that I think about while I talk to people. So I can literally see who you are just from, I can see what type of person you are.
Oh, really? Well, evidently, your intuition failed you that day.
I read through all the bullshit. I don't know. It's just a gift that I have. You'll be surprised. A lot of motherfuckers be talking just to talk. As you become more spiritual, you're very knowledgeable that your words are powerful.
No, I think you were surprised because clearly your gift wasn't working. And you're right, your words are powerful. So powerful that it'll provoke somebody to do something to you. Now in this last video of hers, she admits she was flipping off at the mouth and thought nothing was going to happen to her. Just let them keep talking and they'll tell on themselves.
Within the past 5 months, I've had so many spiritual upgrades. And I was just looking in the mirror like, damn, I keep changing. Like, I'm not the same person that I was 1 month ago or 2 months ago. And then I'm like, damn, I wish I was who I am today when I went through that situation 5 months ago. If you know, you know.
Yeah, we know. You're referring to the video you made when you got popped in the mouth.
And then it hit me how I had to go through what I went through 5 months ago to be who I am today. Because now I use my discernment when I speak to people. Before, I used to live in La La Land. Like, I used to think nothing could ever happen to me. But because I went through that situation, my intuition is stronger. I use my discernment. Everything happens for a reason.
Definition of discernment: the ability to judge well. So after that incident, which has been an eye-opener that something can happen to you, now you're gonna judge well, which is something you should have done that day. Is she admitting that she made poor judgment when she was sticking around and being mouthy with the guy who already threatened to do something to her? That's what it sounds like to me, because she's referring to that day, that guy, and that incident.
I'm gonna learn from the situation and keep going. I'm never gonna stop and say, oh, I give up, I can't do this. Find the positive within the situation and keep it pushing.
and good for you. I'm glad to see that you learned your lesson from that situation that could have turned out even worse than it did. Now, let's see what other people thought about her situation that day as she explained it.
She's talking about the dust heads and the PCP from downtown. Those men, they not with none of that you talking about. And I'm not condoning their action because they're not even sane. Unless you could knock them out or that's the only reason why you should be arguing with them. And that goes for women and men, and we know that as New Yorkers. And I'm telling you, so you have to take accountability. You don't get in a them type of dude's face and say, you on some girls. Nah, bro.
Random grown man just punched me.
Watch the original video for full context. But let's paint a picture. So let's say you're hiking and you come across a bear. It's a sleeping bear. Now, let's say you have a stick. It doesn't really matter whether you do it on purpose or accident, but let's say you poke the bear. The bear wakes up, looks at you, and says, I don't care if you're a human and you're not part of my diet. If you poke me again, I will eat you. And the bear goes back to sleep. Why would you go out of your way to now take your walking stick and poke the bear again? Now the bear is even more furious and it eats you. Now I'm not saying the bear should have eaten you, but can you blame it? It literally warned you. Like, you quite literally did it to yourself.
Look, I feel bad for you. I really do. But at the same time, some man who clearly had a couple screws loose based on how he was acting, mouth, because he told you to your face he hits women, and you laughed or smiled in his face and said that's feminine energy. Like, what did you expect? Like, I'm sorry, I don't victim blame, alright? Obviously what happened was unacceptable. It's not normal behavior. But the fact that it's not normal behavior should have been your first indication to not mouth off. Diffuse the situation. You know what you should have said? Instead of, that's feminine energy, you should have said, my fault, and gone across the street and moved on with your day. Could have gone home without a busted lip, but you had to open your mouth. A man would not have reacted the way you did, I'll tell you that much. Some dude 6 inches shorter than me walks up to me acting like that, immediately assuming he's carrying.
Yep, and he could have been carrying a firearm. Now, I'm a man, and I'm licensed to carry. But if a dude rolled up on me acting like that, I'm doing my best to get the hell out of there without having any altercation. Hell, even if we both draw, and I draw quicker than him. Now I gotta deal with the aftermath of it all. Calling the police and dealing with them, then hiring a lawyer to cover my butt and so on and so forth. It's just not worth it. It's better to just do your best to get the hell out of there.
And I'm smiling, like I'm eating my burger. I didn't think nothing serious. I'm like, why would you want to hit me? That's feminine energy. You're a boy. I'm a girl. Like, those are literally the words that I said. And then he goes and literally walks up to the guy that was like literally 10 footsteps away. And he's like, yo, bro, this your And then he says, no. He comes back to me.
Ma'am, I'm sorry you went through that. I mean, I've never been to New York City, so I don't know how people are there. But I know most likely that's not going to happen around here. Because that dude you were talking about, the one that hit you, the guy that he walked up to, said, is this your and then turn around and hit you? Yeah, that wouldn't happen around here. Because that guy would have been some Jim Bob that would beat the shit out of that guy.
Can I tell him? Because I know some of you guys are already thinking this. Well, sir, back in the day when the majority of women were traditional women, that's exactly what would happen. The other guy would have stood up for her. But some of these today's non-traditional modern women,
Damn.
Babe, I'm sorry.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Let's stop lying right now. Because if you were sorry, you would have shut the hell up after the first man gave me that 2-piece combo.
unfortunately, because of the feminist movement, too many women out here are yelling, I don't need a man, I can do it for myself. What are the chances that the guy that said no, she's not with me, knows about all of these I don't need a man women, and that she might be one of them? Please understand, ladies, we can't tell you apart by just looking at you.
But not only did you keep running your damn mouth like a kid in school with no home training, I'm starting to think you set me up to get jumped. Because what the hell was that?
Or was she flipping off at the gums and he didn't want a bad outcome on his behalf? Because we all know that there's some women out there who cannot keep their mouths shut. They just have to have the last word no matter who it is, even at the expense of the man that's trying to help them.
I'm sorry, but they made me mad. And I look at you as my hero.
Hero? Girl, I am 5 foot tall with no damn cape. Ain't no hero in the history of heroes 5 foot tall with no damn cape.
And the reality is, men are not going to put their lives on the line for a woman that he does not know and who does not have the common sense to do whatever she has to do to get herself out of the way of danger. And even if he does know her, and she's flipping off at the gums and put both of them in harm's way like that, if she did it once, she'll probably do it again. So if he's smart, he'll get rid of her.
I refuse to be with somebody that will put me in a situation like this just because they felt disrespected. So like I said before, get the hell out my car, we over. Go, go, go!
So ladies, as you can see, it's starting already. Men are not willing to look out for women when danger lurks. So you better learn from this young lady in this video. She was blessed to walk away with just a swollen lip. But if you stick around running your mouth, thinking you can go toe-to-toe with a man, you might not be as lucky. So here's what you do when a strange man presses up on you that you don't know. That's right, duck and get the hell out of Dodge. No conversation needed. Hey, somebody to tell you, and I love you, so it might as well be me. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell to get notified when I post a new video. I post a new video every week. And in the meantime, you better learn how to close your mouth. My name is Raulh. See you in another video.
And I'm taking them clothes back too. They from Gucci. Don't think I'm letting you keep them. Move! Hell wrong with her, man.
So if you enjoyed this video, check out one of these 2 videos right here. I'm sure you'll enjoy them too. And if you like, you can visit my channel. I have plenty of videos there. Go ahead. Don't be scared.